A 1 rep max is the force a muscle or muscle group can exert in one maximal effort while maintaining proper form. When performing a 1 rep max test, it is important to follow the right procedures so that the results aren't hindered from fatigue. The procedures from the 1 rep max are to warm up with a light resistance that easily allows 5 to 10 repetitions. This should be around 50 to 70% of their perceived capacity. After this is a 1-minute rest period. Estimate another warm-up load that allows 3 to 5 reps by adding 10 to 20 pounds or 5 to 10% for the upper body and 30 to 40 pounds or 10 to 20% for lower body. Provide a 2-minute rest period. Estimate a conservative near maximal load that will allow the athlete to complete 2 to 3 reps by adding the same increments as before. This time a 2 to 4 minute rest period should be used. The load is increased again by the same increments and instruct them to attempt a 1 rep max test. If the athlete is able to complete the rep, wait 2 to 4 minutes, then repeat. After the initial warm-up, the value should be gathered within 4 attempts. This video will be showing you how to do a 1 rep max test for the bench press and the leg press. For the bench press, the subject should lie flat with their back on the bench and with both feet flat on the floor. The barbell should be positioned right above the subject's eyes. The grip should be slightly wider than shoulder width and will be done with a pronated grip. The subject will lower the bar to touch the chest while keeping the wrist stiff and the forearm perpendicular to the floor. After reaching the chest, the subject will push the bar upward with the same technique as going down. The feet should not move around, the back shouldn't arch to reach, and the chest shouldn't rise off the bench. Rep is counted when the bar returns to starting position. For the leg press technique, the subject should sit with their back, hips, and butt pressed against the pad. Feet should be on the platform at hip width apart. Hips and knees will slowly flex the way downward until the thighs are parallel to the foot platform. Positioning of the back, hips, and butt shouldn't lose contact with the back platform at any time. It is estimated from weight to strength ratio that an individual should be able to bench press their weight and leg press 1.5 times their weight. Now, as you can see here from the video, using the leg press machine, this is going to be the warm-up at a slightly lower load than the maximum. As you can see here, you want to go parallel with the thigh with the platform and go all the way out to the knees lock. Now here is the 1 rep max. It's not counted until you lock the knees back into place and right there. And here's a quick bench press rack for the 1 rep max. For the push-up test, the subject will perform as many push-ups as they can at a constant rate while maintaining proper technique. The subject should have their hands directly beneath their shoulders and they should keep their back straight throughout the entire movement. The elbows will be fully extended at the upward position. The subject will flex at the elbows until the chin touches the floor. Afterwards, they will return to the start position. The subject should exhale when pushing off the floor, returning to the start position, and the head should be kept up the entire time. The test will end once the subject stops or when form and tempo are broken after 2 reps. The test is scored based off age and how many reps a person can do. And as you can see here, demonstrating proper technique for the regular push-up, you're going all the way down with the chin touching the floor. And for the modified version, you will be on your knees instead of your feet with your feet crossed behind your back, but with the same concept, still going down and touching your chin to the floor. Maximal effort is when the subject uses all the force they could possibly exert, whereas a submaximal effort, as the name implies, will be less than a maximal effort a subject can exert. A submaximal test might be a safer and more effective way to test adolescents and older adults because it puts less strain on the body than a maximal effort test will do.